This is a rodent bait station. They're common to see in both residential and commercial areas. They're commonly used in the pest control industry to control rat and mouse populations. There is a rodenticide contained in these boxes that when eaten, the animal will typically die in 3 to 5 days. However, not only mice and rats use these bait stations. It is pretty common for us to find other animals inside. In here, we have a snake. This is a Coachwhip snake. It's a non-venomous species of snake. It's nothing to worry about. This is actually a small little baby. Now, a couple interesting things about this guy. Let me pull him out of here for you. So he's pretty long. He's about a foot long at this age. He was probably born earlier this year. He has a kind of banded pattern, you can see. So this banded pattern helps them camouflage, makes them a little harder to see for would-be predators. As they get older, this pattern will change. It'll fade so that it's a much darker color along his head, and that dark coloration, a dark brown or almost black, will fade to a lighter color that you see along his tail here. You can see the snake isn't very active right now. One of the big reasons for that is I'm recording this video the day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and it's about 63 degrees here right now, maybe a little cooler. We get a lot of questions about snakes and snake control, and this is an interesting thing because a lot of people think that once you get into November, December, and the colder months that you won't see snakes, you won't have snakes that are active, and while they do slow down, even on a day like today, this little guy is out and about. A lot of people think 63 degrees is going to be too cold for a snake to be out. Well, this guy proves us wrong. Another interesting thing is even during those colder times of the year where we do hit freezing temperatures, even if the temperatures come up and get a little warmer for a couple of days, which is common here in the south, the snakes will come out and about. We will get snake calls in December and January and February, so even during the cooler months, snakes can be very active. Now this guy, let me pick him up real quick. Another interesting thing about him, and this is true for all snakes, is you can see he's flicking his tongue in and out, in and out. That's actually how he smells. Snakes, when they flick out their tongue, they're getting all of those odors on their tongue. They'll bring that tongue back into their mouth, and there's a organ on the roof of their mouth called a Jacobson's organ. That will actually tell them what everything is. They have a phenomenal sense of smell. That forked tongue actually gives them a sense of direction based on the sense of smell. And so what this guy was probably doing is he was sitting in the bait station waiting for a mouse or a lizard or some other bug to come wandering in. They very often are ambush predators. They'll sit and wait and they'll lunge out and grab their animal. Now, like I said, he is not venomous, so if he bit me, no big worry. If he bit a lizard or a mouse, no concern there either. He is generally considered a constrictor, which means he will wrap his body around his prey and squeeze it. He'll then wait for the animal to stop struggling, wait for it to either pass out or die, at which point he will begin swallowing his food whole. Sometimes these snakes with smaller prey, they will just eat it alive. So the animal could be struggling still as he swallows it down his throat. It's kind of gruesome, but nature doesn't always play nice. Even though he's non-venomous and wouldn't cause harm to anybody around here, we are going to get him out and put him in a more natural area. The big reason for that is I'm more concerned about his well-being at this point. Somebody who doesn't know about snakes might see him, think he's a threat, and kill him just to be on the safe side. That's not something that we advocate for, but out of concern for his safety, I will remove him from the area and take him to a more natural wooded area. He will have plenty of shelter and food and places to live a nice, long, healthy life. If you enjoy our videos, please like, follow, or subscribe. If you have any wildlife or pest control needs, please call us. We proudly serve Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana.